So let's see this time how we can push something onto the staging area and then restore it back. So let's say I make a new change here and I'll do a control S. So now I expect it to see the status that it has been modified. So let me go ahead and say git add dot. So I expected it to move it to the staging area. But at this point, I felt that I did not do the right modifications. So let me just go ahead and say git restore. And I want to restore all the files. So I give a dot instead of the file name. So I did this here. And again, I see git status. So it is in, okay, git restore minus minus staged file. So I think, yeah, I'll have to use this. Let me just verify that. It is still shows in the modified section. I'm sure this will not be changed. Yes. So this is like this. So it's actually saying I'll have to use minus minus staged flag also. So that's a good thing. This is what I like about the recent versions of Git. It always prompts us with what are the possible options following the current state. So I'll just say git restore minus minus staged staged space dot. So this time I'll do a git status. Yeah, so it went back to the working directory now. And then if I do a git restore dot, I expect this to go away also. See, even if I just close this and double click, it will still be like this. But we removed it back to the from the staging area to the working area. Let me again say git restore dot. Yeah. So let me do a good git status again, nothing to commit. And this is not changing by itself. Yeah. See, that new change is gone. So yeah, I need to make that small change there in the mind map also. So if I come back here, what is it that we do? I'm doing the changes from the staging area. So it is basically minus minus, where is that? Generally, I don't do the from the staging area. I just do it from the working area itself. So git restore minus minus stage dot. Don't worry if these commands are overwhelming. It will be for anybody, whether it is you or me. And even if I've done it 101 times for about few months, if I don't work on Git, I'm still going to look for what were those commands. So you have two options then. Either create a cheat sheet like I have done, or I think the website link which I gave you, they themselves give you a Git cheat sheet because nobody can be expected to remember all these commands. So let's say Git cheat sheets, CHEAT cheat sheet. So you have a lot of people who they've created important Git commands. You can probably print it out and put it on your, see like this. For all basic commands, you will have this. And some people, it's up to you. They feel they're better off with the user interface. But the problem with doing the user interface is if you move to some other project and you use some other IDE or some other client, you will have to redo the learning as to, and you with the user interface, one more biggest problem is you just assume that a particular button is doing one thing, but it might underneath executing some other commands. I really don't want to get into that part, but I think it is better you stick to the commands part. So you have all printable cheat sheets here, so you can just print it also. Nevertheless, what did I do right now is that if you modify the changes in the staging area, so here I have to do minus minus staging. Is this the one which I did right now? Yeah, git restore minus minus. Let me copy this only. Minus minus staged and file. The thing is, when I put something onto the mind map, it is clear actually for me. Git restore minus minus staged, and then instead of file, I can just say dot. Yeah, and here from in just in the working directory, if you want to revert back something or undo something, you just say git restore dot. Is this clear? Any questions here? Yeah, so basically when you have done some change, and if the change has not yet been pushed to the staging area, you just say git restore dot. That's all. If you have actually added them to the staging area and now you want to go back and undo them, you just say, instead of git restore dot, you just say git restore minus minus staged dot. So this minus minus staged is the only extra thing that you'll have to remember here. We will see how to actually bring it back from this stage. That will be part of the next part. Okay.